Today, we are talking all about how you could go out there and get what it is that you want. I was able to get my first house. I was able to get my car back on the road, which is something I've been wanting to do for so long. And I was able to hit 6 figures within my business, all within 2020. Hey Hustle Babes, I'm Chanel the Brand Hustler, and this is a channel for all of my Hustle Babes who are interested in gaining insight on the entrepreneur journey while learning essential marketing and business tips for their brand. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Hustle Babe community. So today, we are talking all about how you could go out there and get what it is that you want. And the key word for that is manifestation, okay? So we are officially in 2021. So clap it up for yourself because you made it through 2020, and that is major, okay? Because 2020 was one for the books, all right? It was a lot, all right? But you made it through. And the better part is that I'm pretty sure your business didn't fail like you thought it would. And if it did, we're going to fix that because we're going to manifest some success within your business today. Okay. So within 2020, despite everything that was happening, I was able to get my first house. I was able to get engaged. I was able to get my car back on the road, which is something I've been wanting to do for so long. And I was able to hit 6 figures within my business, all within 2020. So if I was able to do that in 2020, and 2020 was, like, we all know, a very crazy year, imagine what can happen in 2021. And I don't want to do it by myself, which is why I want to share the wealth and share my steps to manifestation, okay? So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you the 6 steps that I think that everyone should take to manifest their dreams and their goals. And I'm also going to be sharing with you the 3 things that you must do before you even think to manifest, all right? And then I am going to be sharing with you an activity that I personally do in terms of all of my goals and all of that jazz so that you can do it yourself and you can manifest what it is that you really want. But before we get into today's video, I have a super special announcement that I want to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and roll that clip. The eHustle Club is an impactful group filled with ambitious women who are serious about growing their business and expanding their brands. Each and every month, we host new classes on branding, marketing, and entrepreneurship. We also have guest speakers who visit us, a dashboard filled with bonus resources, chances to win prizes, and much more. If you're interested in a group that unites resources and accountability to propel your business growth, then join the eHustle Club today and get your first month for only $15. Just click the link in the description box and use the code YouTube. It is time to get started with this manifestation. But before we begin, I want you to comment down below what your major goal for 2021 is, okay? That could be business, that could be personal, that could be financial. Comment down below what your major goal for 2021 is. I want to know, and I want to wish you a bunch of success with reaching that. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. So first things first, I want to go over the 3 things that you must do before you even think about manifestation, okay? And these things all have to do with getting your mindset correct, okay? Because manifestation does not work if your mind is not here, if it's not in it to win it, okay? So the first thing you want to do is you want to get rid of negativity, all right? That could be people, that could be things, that could be something like Instagram. A lot of us will go on Instagram and we start to build up negative emotions against another business owner or another person because we feel like they're doing everything that we should be doing and we get upset, or they're lucking up with certain things within their business and within their life. And sometimes you start to question why you haven't hit that certain goal yet. And that right there is actually a form of negativity, okay? That's something that you're self-inflicting on yourself because you are going to their page just to build up that hatred within yourself. So if you are a person that cannot control your emotions in terms of going to other people's page and seeing what they have going on, I suggest that you just stop. Take a break from Instagram for your personal self and just use Instagram strictly for business. And if you would use an Instagram scheduling tool like later.com, which I'm going to link below, you won't even have to go on Instagram to actually keep up with your business content. You can actually just schedule all of your Instagram posts, and you could take that break away from Instagram for the 2 weeks or whatever it is you need to get your mind right, okay? And then in addition to Instagram, negativity definitely comes in the form of people. Y'all, this one hits like me to the fullest, okay? You do not know how many people that I have cut off simply because your mindset tends to outgrow people, okay? And so when you are focused on the bag, when you are focused on, achieving certain goals for yourself, for your family, for your friends, whatever it may be, some people aren't going to understand that, okay? And some people are just going to, unfortunately, be haters, and you don't need those type of people flooding your mind, making you think that you can't achieve something, okay? So cut those people off. I don't care who it is. It could be a relative. It could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whoever it is. Cut those people off immediately, okay? Then the second thing you want to do after you've gotten rid of negativity is you want to learn how to flip your L's into W's, okay? So I'm pretty sure you've heard the Big Sean lyric where he says, "Last night I took an L, but tonight I bounced back. I wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks."
Last night took an L, but tonight I bounce back. Wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks.
Okay? And if I could play the video, I wish I could, but I'm going to get striked for it. But that honestly is a word, okay, y'all? So you need to learn how to flip your L's into W's. When something bad happens, instead of dwelling on the bad, think about what the good outcome was from that situation. And if there's no good outcome from that situation, think about all the positives that have happened outside of that situation, right? So, for example, your car may have broken down today, but your mom could have just got cured from cancer last week. You could have just hit $10,000 in the month, which was one of your sales goals. But instead of celebrating those wins, you're focusing on the fact that your car broke down today, and you're making yourself upset, and you're altering your entire mood for the simple sake of one L. Like, no. Turn your L's into W's and start to develop the habit of looking for the positive even when something quote unquote negative happens, okay? It could be something as small as your car broke down. Okay, well, be thankful that at least you have money to get it fixed, because some people don't have the money to get it fixed. So really just take your L's and turn it into W's. And the last thing that you want to do before you even get into manifestation, the third thing is you have to believe in yourself, okay? So nobody is obligated to support you. Nobody is obligated to believe in you. So that means you need to bet on yourself, okay? Do not beat yourself up if something goes wrong. Don't do it. Instead, have a pep talk to yourself, keep yourself going, and let that be it, okay? Everything that you set out to do, have in your mind that you can actually do it, and know in your heart that you can actually do it, okay? And that's pretty much the 3 things that you want to do. The 3 things that you want to do before you begin manifesting, okay? And so, quick disclaimer. Some people take manifestation to like the next degree, where they're talking about like divine experiences and outer body energy and all that type of stuff. That is not really how I kind of categorize manifestation. My kind of sole purpose of manifestation is to just write the vision and make it plain, which is something that is in the Bible. So that is where manifestation comes from for me, because I am a Christian. I do believe in God. So I don't, do all of that higher vibration type of stuff. But nonetheless, these manifestation techniques definitely work, because y'all, when I show y'all my vision board, you're going to see, okay? But anyway, let's get into the steps of manifestation. So step number 1 is to ask for what you want. Make it clear. Make it plain. Ask for exactly what you want. Be specific. Do you want specific, Chanel? Be specific, okay? Do you want $100,000 in sales by the end of the year? Then say that. Do you want 1,000 people on your email list this month? Then say that. Do you want a sold out event by selling out 250 tickets? Then say that. Be very intentional about what it is that you want and ask for what you want. Be exact to the T. And this is actually something that I teach in my goal setting class, and I also have a goal setting workbook. And being specific is one of the major key takeaways, okay? And if you don't know what my goal setting workbook is, I feel bad for you. I'm just kidding. I'm going to link it in the description box below so that you can go ahead and grab it. If you've already gotten my goal setting workbook, comment down below and let me know how you're enjoying it, and just share what your experience has been with that goal setting workbook, okay? But another part of asking for what you want is you got to be serious about it. Like, don't just say stuff just because, okay? Be serious about what you're asking for, and then make it visual, all right? So this is my favorite part because I love doing all things creative, and I am a big visual learner. And so when I see things, it reminds me of what I need to do. So in 2020, I made a vision board, which I actually have right here. And so I put several things on this vision board. Unfortunately, Corona, but most of the things on this vision board still was able to come to fruition. Certain things like travel, unfortunately, didn't happen, Corona, but nonetheless, a lot of the other things did happen, okay? And let me tell you, when I created my vision board, I was in an apartment and I hung it up right there on the wall by the kitchen so that way when I walked in, I saw it. Anybody that came into our apartment saw this vision board and they were able to ask me questions about it, and I was able to explain and also hold myself accountable, because when somebody walks into the house and they're like, oh, why do you have a picture of da-da-da-da on the wall? Oh, girl, because I want to make $10,000 and da-da-da-da. And then I think to myself, oh, shoot, well, what do I need to do that, right? So once you've made something visual, you want to definitely hang it up in a place where you'll constantly see it. Right now in my office, it's right behind my actual desk. So when I sit down, I look directly at it. Now, if you're asking me, Chanel, well, it's 2021. It's not 2020 anymore. Where's your 2021 vision board? Well, you're in luck because we are having a 2021 vision board party live here on YouTube on Friday. This Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are having a vision board party, and you're going to be able to make a vision board that looks somewhat like this. So if you are interested in coming to the party, please click the link in my description box and RSVP, because when you RSVP for the party, you get a link with materials so that you can go shopping at like Walmart, Target, or you can order it on Amazon. Make sure that you pay for Prime because it's not gonna get here in time if you don't. And then you also get like a free kind of folder with some pictures and things like that that you can actually start printing out for your vision board. So I am a big believer in creating a vision board that you like. I don't do that newspaper mess, which is why I'm able to hang this up where I want it. And so if I recap this a little bit for you guys, you see that my car is right there, and that's one of the goals that I told you I achieved this year, is getting that up and running. And then you also see a house down here. And I got a house this year as well. But I am going to go over my 2020 vision board in detail on the live during the party. So you definitely want to go ahead and hit that RSVP button. All right. That was a lot just for number one. Now let's get into number two. So number two is to believe in what you want. Okay. So it's one thing to ask for something, but do you actually believe that you are capable of getting that? Do you actually believe that you are worthy of receiving what it is that you're asking for? If you just started your business yesterday and you are asking for $1 million in 3 months, that may not be the most realistic, especially because you may not be in a position to front what it's actually going to take to get to $1 million. A lot of times we say these goals without knowing what actually goes into it, right? The work that goes into it, the money that goes into it, the time that goes into it, the people that goes into it. Even sitting here right now, I know that there's certain things that isn't necessarily realistic for me right now because I don't have the manpower to do it, right? Now, once I get the manpower to do it, I can set all of these other goals that's in my head. But for now, I have to make sure that it's realistic and that I believe in myself. Whatever goal that I set out, I know that I can achieve, right? And so I take a look at my surroundings. I take a look at what my team looks like. I take a look at what my pocket looks like and what I can actually invest and all this other stuff. And then I can make realistic goals based off of that, right? So you need to believe in what you want. Don't just say stuff just because. Number 3, which is my favorite step of all, is to take action, y'all. Like, I've heard some people say that you can just ask for what you want and it'll just eventually come to you because of the energy and the world and all this other stuff. And that is the biggest load of BS that I've ever heard, okay? So anything that you ask for and anything that you believe you deserve, it's going to take work from you, okay? So you are going to need to put in the work. So going back to the goal setting workbook that I talked about, right? The way that I break down goals within that workbook is I teach you what's called the SMART formula. It stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound goals. The SMART formula, right? And so using this formula, you are able to create a blueprint of what it is you need to do to actually achieve those goals, because you break it down to a T. Not only that, but we go over the GST diagram, okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go ahead and get the book. And if you want to watch the goal setting class, then you need to join the eHustle Club, because that's where the goal setting class is at. But you can get the workbook for just $11 if you click the link in my bio. If you want to join the eHustle Club, click the link in my bio and join as well. But the point is, with that GST diagram and with the SMART formula, you are creating a roadmap for success, because when you outline your goal, you are literally telling yourself what it is you need to do to actually go ahead and achieve that goal. So you're giving yourself the framework to put in the work, which is what I absolutely love about my goal setting workbook and the way that I set my goals, point blank, period, okay? Number 4 is you want to show gratitude, okay? So you're not going to continue to get more and more if you're not appreciative of what you currently have. This is something that I had to learn the hard way, okay? Because we are so caught up in, okay, what's the next level? Got that. What's the next level? Got that. That sometimes we don't sit back and realize how blessed we actually are, right? You are blessed in your position. Whether you feel like you are the best entrepreneur, whether you feel like your business is the bomb.com, whatever, you are still in a good position that is better than somebody else right now. So you have to show gratitude and appreciation for where you're currently at. And then when you have those wins, celebrate those wins, no matter how small. So, okay, you got 100 followers on Instagram this month. Let's celebrate. Okay, you got, $100 more in sales. Let's celebrate. Okay, you sold out for the first time. Maybe it was only 20 items. So what? Let's celebrate, right? Let's celebrate those small wins too, right? Because they matter. Small wins equate to bigger wins, right? I celebrate every milestone of my YouTube subscribers because they matter, right? When I hit 26K, I'm clapping myself up for it. When I hit, a major, like an additional 5,000, I'm, getting a bottle of wine. Whatever it is, you could get a bottle of wine. You could just clap it up for yourself. You could take a day off. You could go get your nails done. Something to not only thank yourself, but then you also need to take the time, whether that's prayer, whether that's, you just having a meeting with yourself, because sometimes the meeting just needs to be had. Woo! But whether that's you doing that or praying, you want to take the time and you actually want to show gratitude, okay? And then that leads me to number 5, which is give back and be happy. All right. So for me, I'm asking for an abundance in a lot of different areas. And one of the major reasons I ask for abundance is because I want to be able to create abundance within the people around me as well. Okay. So I am a big giver. I think about buying stuff for people before I think about buying stuff for myself. I have literally had to kind of talk to myself like, Chanel, why aren't you buying this for yourself? Like, you deserve it, da da da. I've had to have talks like that to myself because I'm such a big giver. The more you give is the more you receive. Now, of course, you want to be cautious with, how much you're giving or what you're giving. And I'm not saying go ahead and give away your whole bank account, but you want to be able to give back, okay? So if you're not a tipper when you go out to eat, become a tipper, okay? If you know what I'm saying, if you're not a huge donation person, become that. If you see somebody or somebody within your life that you can help, whether it's $20 or whatever the case may be, and you're in a position to help them, okay? Give back and be happy. And then that takes me to number 6, which is the final step, and that is to have a positive mindset, okay? So we went over how you can clear negativity. We went over flipping your L's to W's and, believing in yourself. And honestly, those 3 build up a positive mindset. So you need a positive mindset before you even begin to manifest, but then you need to keep that positive mindset after you've done these steps of manifestation, because if you do all these things and then you're like, none of this is going to happen, then none of it is going to happen, okay? So you want to remain positive no matter what, okay? Put out all of that good energy, give people all that good energy because it matters, all right? And now for the last part of this video, I wanted to quickly go through an activity that I do when it comes to me setting my goals and me asking for what I want, okay? And so this activity is very simple, but it is impactful. And as I tell you what to do, make sure that you actually do it, okay? Or maybe you can write it down and you can do it later. Just make sure that you do it. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab a notebook and a pen or a pencil. I'm not a pencil person, I'm a pen person. But grab a notebook and a pen. And I want you to get a clean page, okay? And so what I want you to do is think about what exactly does 2021 look like for you, okay? Overall, right? What does your house look like? What does your car look like? What does your bank account look like? What does your family look like? What does your health look like? What does your business look like, right? Think about what that is. Envision what that looks like. Like, have a daydream with me, okay? So start daydreaming what this looks like, okay? So are you driving a Benz? Are you fixing the car that you have now? Because that was me last year. I was fixing the car I had, right? Are you nursing someone that you care about back to health? Is your business hitting 6 figures? Are you actively taking care of yourself, giving yourself all that good self-care and pampering? What does that look like? Envision it, right? Then, after you've envisioned it, I want you to write it down. So exactly what you see in your mind, write it down on that blank sheet of paper, okay? Write it down. I see myself driving, I don't know any Benzes, but I see myself driving a Tesla Model X, a white Tesla Model X. I see myself going to yoga in the morning, coming home, having a green smoothie in my new condo with floor to ceiling windows. I see myself pampering myself with, by drinking tea and taking a bubble bath. I see myself having back-to-back calls with influencers who want to model my product. I see myself packaging orders from 2 to 5 because I have a team that does the orders for me every other time. I see myself driving to a warehouse, coming back from the warehouse, going out to eat with my boo. I see whatever it is, write all that out, right? So you thought about it in your head, and now you're writing it out on that paper. Now, exactly what you wrote down, I want you to say it out loud, okay? So read it word for word, what it is that you saw in your head, right? And so, like I said, you should be writing it down as, I see myself doing this. I am doing this, right? I am is so powerful. I am driving this. I am making this much money. I do have this, right? Say it like that. Read it off the page, straight like that. Say it loud, say it proud. It doesn't matter who thinks you're crazy. Like I said, I talk to myself all the time, so we could be crazy together, okay? But say it out loud. And then after that, you want to believe it, okay? So you've envisioned it. You've wrote it down on this piece of paper. You've said it. Now it's time for you to actually believe it in your heart. Believe that you can actually live that life that you just outlined. Don't throw that paper away. Keep it in your notebook. Rip it out, put it on the wall if you want to, but keep that piece of paper, okay? And constantly remind yourself of that, all right? If you want to do this every day, you can. If you want to do this every week, you can. But talk about what it is that you want. Say what it is that you want, right? Sometimes people, we get into this kind of mindset where we're scared to say things around people because we're scared that it won't happen, right? When in reality, when you say things, you're holding yourself accountable. So after you've made that vision plain, if you got a boo thing, go to your boo thing and say, I'm about to be making 6 figures this year, boo. Like, you're going to be proud of me. I'm about to be going to yoga class every morning, boo. You're going to be proud of me. Like, just say it. Like, it really does not hurt, especially if the person is a supporter, because you should have already cut off the haters way back at the beginning of this video. So that person should be a supporter, so you should have no problem sharing that with them, okay? So today we went through what you need to do before you manifest. We went through my 6 steps of manifestation and believing in yourself and all that stuff. And then I shared with you a quick little activity that I do in order to attain my goals. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, 2020 was a crazy year for all of us, but I was able to achieve a lot, and I am forever grateful, okay? Forever grateful. Even though I didn't hit every single goal on my vision board, Corona again, I was still able to achieve a lot, because even when I think about YouTube, I wanted a certain amount of subscribers. I hadn't even thought about the revenue side of YouTube. And I am honestly blown away by how much I bring in a month on YouTube, okay? And maybe one day I'll do a video on that. If you want to see that, comment down below. I don't know if y'all care about YouTube much, but if you care about seeing how much I make on YouTube, comment down below and maybe I'll do a video. But nonetheless, I was able to accomplish a lot, and I want this year to be even better than the last year, and I want it to be even better than the last year for you too, okay? So that is why I made this video. If you are not following me already, make sure that you follow me on Instagram at The Brand Hustler. You can follow my personal page at I am Chanel Q. I recently made a TikTok, so go ahead and follow your girl, okay? I drop gems on there, right? And I kind of dance a little bit. So definitely follow me on TikTok at The Brand Hustler. You don't want to miss out on all of those gems, okay? Make sure you click the link in the description box to RSVP for the vision board party happening this Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube Live, okay? So other than that, I will see you later, Hustle Babes.